Okay, so in today's class we will be studying about the driver and stub approach, right? So this driver and stub approach is basically used in integration testing, but it is used in unit testing also. What is why this is used? It is used since if when we are testing at the time of development, if any particular portion is not developed, right, this portion or the modules of the software, if it is under development or it had not been yet developed, at that time this driver and stub, these two portions are mainly used there. These have the same behavior as the portion of the software which is under development, but it is used as a replacement of this portion which is under development, right? So it is a basically this is the figure of your particular driver and stub module. Here you can see that this is the driver module, this is the stub module, and this is the module under test. Whenever you are going to test, at the time of testing, maybe some portion is under development, still under development. So at that time, this particular driver and stub is being used as the replacement of that particular portion. In integration testing, top down the stub is used, and in bottom up approach the driver is used. This is what basically happens. But here, in according to our unit testing, we are seeing this one. So here you can see a particular global data which is being used by this module under test as well as this driver module. Done. So stub procedure is a dummy procedure. As you can see, this procedure is a dummy procedure. Since it doesn't have, it have the all the features of the particular module whichever is under development, and it is missing at the time of testing. So this is a dummy procedure, right? And that has the same input parameters as the given procedure. That is, whatever procedure is under test, same input parameters are also there in the stub procedure, and this has a highly simplified behavior. Whatever behavior that your module will do, but it has a highly simplified behavior. It is basically used for the testing purpose. So whatever was your module replacement, whatever was the original module which is under development, it is just a small prototype or a small replacement of your particular module. Done. So basically stub module is a dummy procedure. Done. So stub procedure is a dummy procedure that has the same input parameters which has as the given procedure, that is module under test. Whichever procedure here which is missing, that is our missing part, that is being fulfilled by this driver and stub, right? So this is what is happening, but it has the same input parameters as this missing part has. This stub will has the same input parameters, and it's the dummy one, given procedure, but has a highly simplified behavior. The behavior will be highly simplified. It will be not so much it will be not so much advanced, but it will be a very simplified behavior of your stub. Now, for example, a stub procedure may produce, suppose this is a stub procedure which can produce or which may produce the expected behavior using a simple table lookup mechanism. That it will produce the expected behavior, whatever behavior I was expecting from this missing part which is under development. Okay, maybe under development, this missing part. Okay, so this particular missing part, whatever expectation was my expectation from this missing part, that particular thing is expected behavior, it can be given by this stub. So for example, a stub procedure may produce the expected behavior using a simple table lookup mechanism. That is, a simple table lookup mechanism can be used by a stub procedure to give you the expected behavior. Whatever behavior was expected from you by this particular missing part, that particular behavior will be produced by your stub. Done. So it can use a basic table mechanism, that is table lookup mechanism. A table can be formed by which it can give you a expected behavior. Whatever things you are expecting from the particular module, that can be given by your stub. So this is what is happening with the help of your stub and driver. So this part is basically dummy part of your module, right? What is a driver module now? This has been a dummy part. Now about this driver module, and it is the module under test which is having some part which is missing or under development. That part is being fulfilled by this particular portions, right? So our driver module contains the non-local data structure accessed by the module under test, which is my global data. This is the non-local data structure, right? So this is the non-local data structure, which can be, the driver module contains the non-local data structure that is accessed by the module under test, that is this module. Whatever things this is accessing, same non-local data structure is contained in this driver module. This is what is something changed in the stub portion and the driver portion. This is the difference, right? So it is basically dummy. It can give you a expected behavior, but the driver portion, the driver module, it is containing the data, that is my global data, that is the non-local data structures which are in this module under test. This is accessed by this module under test. That data is contained in my driver module. It is there present in my particular driver module. It is contained in there. Okay. So this is accessed by the module under test and would also have the code to call the different functions of the module with appropriate parameter values. This particular driver will have the codes which will be code to call the different functions of the module with appropriate parameters and values. This particular portion, this particular module, whatever functions are there, this driver can call those particular functions with the help of some appropriate parameter values. So this is what is the function of my driver and stub. Where it is used? It is basically used when some portion of your testing data is not yet developed. At that time, this will replace those portions of the underdeveloped module, right? So this is what is happening here in your driver and stub. Then one thing, it is also used in integration testing. Basically, it is used in integration testing, this stub and driver module, right? So this particular thing, that is my stub and my driver. So these two things are basically used in integration testing, but we use this in accordance with unit testing in this particular black box testing, as we are studying about black box testing, and it is a particular unit testing type. So here we are using this driver and stub module. Done. So this is used in integration testing also, in bottom up and top down approaches, right? So this is what is happening here. Now some approaches of the black box testing. What is that? It is a type of unit testing. The black box testing is a type of unit testing. Here we are just breaking the whole system into small modules, and these particular units are tested in isolation, as we have seen in the previous class. Every unit is tested in isolation, that so that we can get each and every unit, we can test them nicely, so that we can get the more and more errors and we can correct them, so the customer satisfaction is got at the highest level, right? And here what is happening? What is happening basically in black box testing? Test cases are designed from an examination of the input or output values only. That is with the help of input and output values only. I have told you that this is my black box and we can just give an input and output. So these test cases are basically based on input and your output data. You can check with the help of input or output. And no knowledge of design or code is required. That is, structural knowledge is not got. Structural knowledge is not got here. No structural knowledge is there in black box testing. Only basic knowledge, that is your functional knowledge. Your functional knowledge is there. That is your input and output. No particular structural knowledge is given. That is no design or code. That is design or code knowledge is not present. You are testing on the basis of your input or output. No particular structural knowledge is with you. That is design of any code. Nothing is being seen here. Only with the help of input and output you can make the test cases. Done. And basically two types of approaches are there. One is equivalence class partitioning and boundary value analysis. So these are the two kinds of approaches which are used in the black box testing, which we will see in the next class. Till then, I think it is clear that what is driver and stub module and etc. So if you have any kind of doubt from these two particular portions, you can ask me in the comment section, and if you want to give me any suggestions, you can give that also. And if you like my channel, please like, comment and share and subscribe my channel. Till then, take care and goodbye.